Well, Matt, it's been a week without a game. We won't say a quiet week. We'll come on to the transfer deadline, everything on Monday in a moment. But firstly, it was a fairly brief interview out of necessity at Carlisle last week. But looking back on it, you must still be reflecting on a virtually perfect afternoon, perfect performance, perfect result, and great support.
Yeah, and a game that was the end of quite a busy period for us with 3 Tuesday nights in a row. So a lot of games squeezed into those 3 weeks. So to finish it off by having the long journey and travelling up early on the Friday morning and all what goes with playing Carlisle away, to then go and put that performance in, especially first half where we were outstanding and maybe should have had the game wrapped up and sewn up at half time, but unfortunately couldn't take one of our several other chances that we got to make it 3, maybe 4. But again, a very professional and organised second half performance to make sure we kept that clean sheet and saw it through quite comfortably. And a real special moment to go over with the travelling supporters there. We were a fine voice all afternoon, and it made everyone's journey, I'm sure, a little bit shorter, shall we say, than it was.
Well, you mentioned, just said there about all that goes with a trip to Carlisle. There must be a lot of organisation goes into a trip like that, sort of 600 odd mile round trip, everything that's got to be organised, and it must be really pleasing when it comes off to the extent that it did.
Definitely, and a huge credit must go to David Mavers, one of our directors, who's in charge of all the travel and all the organisation. And I have several phone calls and emails leading up to those trips and those away journeys. So no, we seem to have got it right now on how we do things and how we travel and what preparation is. And again, from minute one, since we left Sutton on Friday morning, everything ran smoothly, and that reflected and led into the performance and the result on Saturday.
And slightly sort of distraction before the game was Omar Bugiel, who I think travelled and was then not well on Saturday morning. So to see Richie Bennetts come in and give the sort of performance he gave against his former club must have also been extremely pleasing. Yeah,
and that's what we've said many times, the advantage with the squad that we've got. If one dips out, then we've certainly got a replacement more than adequate to come in and add that competition and quality to replace. So Richie had found himself a little bit out the side recently. Omar doing very well. But Omar woke up after having not a good night's sleep and not feeling well at all. Had COVID test and was negative and still is, and he's back for training and full bill of health now this week. But just over the weekend, he didn't feel well for a couple of days. But like you say, Richie Bennetts has come in and he was outstanding on Saturday, as was a lot of others as well. But Richie especially really led the line well for us.
And I guess after the 3 weeks, a fairly hectic 3 weeks and the long trip, you weren't too worried. Weren't you disappointed that we were one of the few sides not playing this week on Tuesday?
No, it was nice. It was nice just to have a little bit of a breather this Tuesday night before we go again into another couple of Tuesday nights and another busy 5 games in 2 weeks. So we're going to another little busy period here where we'll be coming thick and fast against some really good sides, and it's a tough run for us coming up. But it was nice just to have a little bit of a rest time and give the players some training, but nothing too mad. Tick them over, ready to go again.
Well, the players may have had some time off, but Monday was your first experience without a game to distract you of the transfer window closing. How was it?
Yeah, it's certainly different to August. You seem to hopefully have got most of your stuff done in the summer, so you're not really panicking, and we certainly did around that stage. I was looking to try and bring one more in if I felt it was right. I wasn't panicking and I wasn't going to force anything, and if that right one didn't come off, then I wasn't going to be too worried. And I was looking to keep everybody, and it was literally a last minute phone call, 6:30, 7 o'clock on Monday evening, just on Toby Silva and a bid from Carlisle. So my initial reaction was no, because I really liked Toby and I felt he had a part to play for us, but he has worked so hard in his career to get into the Football League, and unfortunately for him, and no fault of his own really, because he's had a few opportunities to try and keep his shirt and then broken down with either COVID or an injury. So he was desperate to, knowing his contract was running out and was up at the end of the year, and I still hadn't made my mind up fully on what was going to happen there, that he wanted to go and secure himself and really get a better opportunity of trying to play week in, week out. And establish himself as a Football League player, which is what he strived to do for many years. So after a couple of conversations with the board and with the agent and with Toby, and we felt it was the right and fairest thing to do, which would suit everybody, to be honest. So yeah, all parties were happy, and Toby, who came in and certainly played a huge role in our title-winning season last year, is a great lad, a great professional, and I really wish him all the best for the future as well.
And it helps. It's a side. He's gone to a side that we've played twice. So there's no danger of the old former player coming back to haunt you act.
No, exactly. And I've had that conversation with Bruce and Aidan that as well, and that certainly got brought up, and was certainly a bonus in what we were talking about as well. That, like you just said, he's not going to come back to haunt us for letting him go and affecting what we're doing. Hopefully, he can score some goals and score them against teams who are in and around us in the division, and maybe keep giving us a helping hand this season.
So, as you say, on Monday, nobody came in. You'd said all the time you were happy with the squad you've got, so wasn't a big blow that we didn't actually sign anybody on the day.
No, not at all. Obviously, we signed Stuart Nelson earlier on in the month. That just gave me that option of getting Brad House out for some games. But overall, like we've said many times, I'm really happy with what we've got and where we're at. And Harry Buteman and Kobe Rowe very near to returning back into the match day squad as well. So those two coming back into the fold will be a huge boost also. So
we embark on another busy run now. As you say, 5 games in the next 2 weeks, 2 of them against Bristol Rovers, the first one at Sutton tomorrow. And they've really come on recently in great form at the moment, made some good signings in the window. So it should be a testing game and a very good one. Yeah, definitely. And you probably, even when we played in the FA Cup game, a very tight game, and we managed to take the lead. Very disappointing on our part to concede the 2 goals that we did. We found ourselves on the end of a defeat that day. So, and I remember thinking that we felt they were in a little bit of a false league position on their performance, on their squad and the players that they've got. But they've certainly really kicked on since then, if I'm being honest, and they're on a good run. And this will be an extremely tough game, a team full of confidence and desire to climb the table, and they are doing so. So it'll be a very, very tough game for us, as well as it's 3 big home games, if I'm being honest, 3 big home games in 7 days. We've really made going to Green Lane a bit of a fortress and been really strong at home. But this will be 3 stern tests for us coming up now with Bristol Rovers, Salford and Forest Green before, again, facing Bristol Rovers away, which in itself would be another extremely tough game before travelling up to Hartlepool. Again, with a long journey and another tough side to face. So it's a real good but busy period for us, but one we're certainly looking forward to. And the way we are and the way we're going at the moment, we just want the games coming in thick and fast, and hopefully the results keep continuing. I mean, looking at the league table, I think they've got games in hand over just about every side above them, and they'll take the view that, you know, a couple of good results, and they're as much in the promotion shake-up as we are. Yeah, too right. And I feel anywhere down to sort of mid-table now, they'll be really eyeing up those playoffs now and really having that belief, and they'll be one of probably 10, 12 clubs like we are that are getting into now 19, 20, 21 games that they've got left. Really having that belief that they can kick on and finish the season strongly to try and achieve something like, as I say, us and many other clubs will be believing that we can do. There's the incentive there for us. You've said all along 50 points is the target. We're on 47 at the moment, so victory in any one of these 3 games in the next week, and 50 points is achieved at the beginning of February. So that must be a great incentive for you. Yeah, if you had £1 for every time I've mentioned 50 points, or I've said it in interviews, you'd be doing all right, Tony. But it is true. It's that mark you try and get to. Personally, I think 47 would keep you up. I'd be surprised if you went down with 47 this year. So we're not looking behind us anymore, and we haven't been doing that for a while, Tony. But I did say to the players, and we're very much head down and on to the next one. We don't look too far ahead. We're not even looking at Salford. It's just concentrating on Bristol Rovers tomorrow and the game and what we've got to do to try and put another result on the board. But when we do hit that 50 points, that will be, I'm not a big talker with the players. I don't have loads of meetings with them. I don't sit them down in classroom-based things very often. But I will have a little sit and reflect, like I've said I will do, after 50 points, just to analyse and see where we're at the stage of the season, see what we're good at and what we need to keep making sure we keep on top of these hurting teams, and also looking at our weaknesses and improving those that we constantly look at to improve us as a team and as a squad. So that chat with the players will be coming around very soon.
and hopefully it's on Monday morning after 3 points tomorrow.
And as much as anything tomorrow, Bristol Rovers and other teams have sold out their allocation. Should be a really good crowd tomorrow and another great atmosphere.
Yeah, it's another big club for the division and another big away support. And I know there's so much work going on with everyone connected to the club to keep improving the capacity and improving the away end. And I believe there's some more terracing that's been knocked down this week, and the new away stands going in, I think, in a week or so. And everything's improving, everything's getting bigger and bigger at the club. And the attendances are continue to grow as well, which is not just the away support and the big clubs that are coming, but also the home support as well. The fan base is really being lifted by what we're doing both on and off the pitch at the club, and long may that continue. So yeah, it'd be another big game, another big atmosphere. Our atmosphere has really improved as the season's gone as well at home, which obviously comes with results. But tomorrow should be a great game, two good sides, a really good atmosphere, and we're really looking forward to it.
On the team news, you mentioned Omar's back in training, and I believe John Barden's overcome his COVID issues now, so pretty much full strength. Yeah,
pretty much. I'm not going to we have picked up a knock from last week and a bit of illness in the same player, so we will be one light. I'm not going to give that information away just yet. You'll see that with the team sheet. But Omar right back in the fold. It was trained all week. John Barden, after his bout of COVID, he's back in training as well. And as I say, it's been really promising with Kobe Rowe and Harry Buteman, who have been training really hard, and their fitness levels look, like really up to a good level. So both of them are not too far away either. Will just missed the game last week, but he's been training as well. So we're in a good place, and the squad is fit and healthy and raring to go.
And reflection on how well we've done. It came out yesterday. Just on a more personal note, you're named in the London Football Awards shortlist for the manager of the year for London Football Awards 2022, alongside some fairly big names. What were your feelings on that? Just a reflection of how well the club's done.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice honour for me personally, but it's probably on reflection of the football club and how well everybody's done. It's not just all down to me. It's not just down to Matt Gray why we are here and what we're doing. Of course not. Jason's been an unbelievable part of my first signing and an unbelievable assistant to me, and then all the staff and the board of directors and the volunteers, the sports. It goes for everyone. So it's probably a recognition of how far Sutton United have come and what a season and a year that they've had. And it's certainly to be linked in with those names as well. The other nominees is a real honour and a privilege, and we'll see who can come out on top, and it'd be nice if we could win it.
Should say the other nominees are Thomas Tuchel, David Moyes, Patrick Vieira on the list as well. So it's a fairly big name. And we should also mention Dean Bizanis in the Goalkeeper of the Year awards as nominations as well. So it's been an excellent time for us.
For both of us to be nominated is great, and I believe the other four goalkeepers competing with Dean are all Premier League goalkeepers as well. Yeah. So there's some big names on the nominees, and hopefully we can get an award or two on behalf of Sutton.
Fabianski, Ramsdale, Mendy, and Lloris, I think. So fairly big names.
Bad, is it?
No, it's not bad. Okay, well done, Matt. Congratulations from all of us on that nomination. Look forward to the game tomorrow. Should be a cracker. We'll see you at Sutton.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Tony. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.